Alright. Everyone. I just took the screenshot there by mistake. Dropped my mouse when I literally started the stream. Well, that's a good start, you know. Well, that's the new one. That's the new one. Dropped my equipment the second I started my stream. That's a new intro. Totally wasn't scripted at all. Actually, it wasn't. Just happened at that. But anyway, today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition. So let's just get straight into it. So I'm an idiot from last stream. I'm a complete idiot because what I done in last stream is obviously we were doing this planet last stream, right? So I took out all the bases, right? You actually have to blow up the bases. You have to blow up the bases, and I didn't know that at the time. I think it's because it was near to one side of the stream. I was just rushing. I was just rushing through the game. I completely forgot. Also, why is the console command prop up as well? There we go. Kind of weird that it's the same button I used to tab at the game brings up the console command, but it does. So it says I've already been secured, but it still says we're going to do stuff on this planet. And the codex, not codex, the journal does say it says destroy the bases as well. That's what the codex says. So we actually do have to destroy the bases. I wish I knew about that. That's kind of my fault. I mean, last stream I was a bit in a rush. I should have just ended the stream rather than doing this mission. That's not though. It doesn't actually say where you got to blow up the base. The map. Ow. What's a sniper? I'm sure we'll figure it out. What a minute. Trigger. Blow up. I think. That's interesting, so we can't actually get. But what we might do to trigger the explosion? That's what I don't get. Says you need to blow up the bases as well, but I don't actually know how you blow up the bases.
Just lead the way.
What am I meant to do here? I don't get this. Maybe I gotta just try them from the outside. Try it from the other side. Unless there's only one base you might destroy. Nah, keep good though. This is right attack. So, data at the base you wiped out, right? Destroy the bases as well. How do I destroy a fucking base though? I don't get that. Crash blob. I mean, maybe it's got to destroy a certain one or something. I'm not entirely sure what I'm meant to do here, but the mission's not disappearing, so there's clearly something I'm missing, unless it's glitched out. We'll try this base and we'll try the other base, then maybe I'll try the pod. And if it's still not getting if it's still glitched out, we'll just fucking skip the mission. It's the left side mission. The good thing is Mass Effect 1, so I can get away with skipping some of the side ones. Maybe these are wireable. No, it's... So you feel like you can blow them up the base. I also noticed that Mass Effect 1 most of the structures look the exact same. In the open world part of the game. That's why. I didn't see that.
Shepard, over here. It's Kahoku.
Is that what we had to do? Do I make all these up? I'll just try them. I'm gonna make blue enough. I don't get this. I don't get this objective. Destroy the bases, but there's like no way to destroy them. I don't get that at all. You know what, chat? I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna Google this. I'm gonna Google this. I'm gonna Google this. I'm gonna type this up then. See what comes up because I don't understand this. Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect. Destroy. Not destroy ending. We're not a Mass Effect 3. We're not a Mass Effect 3 yet. Destroy main Cerberus facilities. What? Wait, what? Hang on, there's something that says something on the guide. Hang on. There's something about one more facility, I don't get that. I guess we'll try this. Go to the facility, maybe there's one enemy we missed or something. So I looked it up online, it says apparently the facility can be on another planet at some point. That's a bit confusing to me. Weird. I found the guy's body anyway, which I didn't have to fight. But it does have that simple like fun, which I don't get. See, once again, it seems like they're stopping you. Yeah, you can't get in the back, which is kind of weird as well. Because you look on the map, it looks like I should be able to get there. It shows it on the radar, but I can't. Nah, this is the exact same. I'm wasting my freaking time. I'm gonna go back to the Normandy. I'm gonna go back to the Normandy. I'm gonna look it up and see where this other planet is located. Because I'm a bit confused here. I didn't even know there was another planet until I looked up online. Let's go back to the Normandy. These 2007 guides. Let's see what this guide says. So what's this? Ads, man. Let's see if the planet's still watched. No, it's gone, it's updated. It still says there's something in the sector. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's updated. That's fine, it's updated. Just had to scan his body. Alright. Strange. Well, he missed his body regardless. I missed his body regardless. So I did mess up. I must have just completely rushed like thinking. Yeah, sure, we'll just bring tanks. Because I don't think side missions don't really matter who you bring. Compared to main story missions where you're recommended to bring certain companions on main story missions. Let's see. Yes, this is where we're meant to go. Okay. Don't worry, when we get to Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 2 is a bit more better when it comes to quest design. Especially for side missions, it tells you a bit better. I think there's one or two quests that tell you what to do. Oh, 90% of them do. Just so you know, chat, if I ever do it, I think when I do a playthrough of Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, I will probably be using a lot of The Wicker, because it's going to be a live stream. It's not a live stream. And I'm sure people won't want to watch me stream for 3 hours trying to look for a certain object that I never find. Because that's what I had to do when I played that game. Great game, I love it, but I'm not the best at defending stuff when you just tell me a general direction.
Redeploying.
Okay. That did it. I don't know, I thought Cerberus was, yeah, they clearly changed a lot. I remember Cerberus only being him in the building. That is so funny, those ragdoll. This makes a lot less sense. Like, you actually find out who servers are by doing these side missions. Like, the first time I played Mass Effect 2 after I played Mass Effect 1 Video Edition, I didn't do the side quests because they don't actually tell you where to go. And due to that, I didn't know who the fuck servers was at the start of Mass Effect 2. It was like, who the fuck are these guys? Done anyway. Done. It's done anyway, the mission's done. I wish in the Legendary Edition they did fix like the mechanics like that. I get it, the original had problems like that when if you completed the objective, sometimes it just was showing them up. I completely understand that, right? Because an issue like that back in 2007 shouldn't have passed it, but to be honest, I might have beaten this year's 2007 version. I never played the 2007 version of this game. I'll disappear, I'm pretty sure. Once we leave the plan. Hopefully. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be annoyed.
Transmission coming in, Commander.
Ass.
I think you're gonna want to hear this one.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
Who are you, and who do you represent?
Who I am is inconsequential. Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
Did you have anything to do with Admiral Kahoku ending up dead?
We had no reason to harm him. He was going to provide us with information about Cerberus. Information that is now in your possession.
You must have some connection to Cerberus. How else could you tell Kahoku where to find them?
Information is our business, Commander. Through our contacts, we were able to determine that the Cerberus group was active in the Voyager cluster. Unfortunately, that was all we were able to find out. That is why we are so interested in acquiring copies of the files from you.
These are classified Alliance files. I'm not handing them over to you.
Be reasonable, Commander. Cerberus was operating outside Alliance jurisdiction. You don't owe them any loyalty. The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive. No secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands. Might as well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
What are you going to do with this information?
Information is a commodity. It can be bought, sold, or traded. Why my employer desires this information is not my concern. I am only the buyer.
My loyalty is to the Alliance, not the Shadow Broker.
That is unfortunate, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
There won't be a next time, pal. There won't be a next time. This next game, the Shadow Broker. What deal will you do? Your organization. What are the DLCs? Don't trust Cerberus. I bet that's the Lizard Man, but they didn't have the voice actor for the Lizard Man in Mass Effect 1, so it's just some random person.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Commanding access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Yeah, what fun bunch. Exactly. Not trustworthy. This is a main mission. Right, so we have to blame Rihanna for this. Regardless. This planet makes a lot of sense to bring her. We'll bring Rex. Just gonna the Rex.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect.
I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, man.
We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Novaria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Don't try it.
Stand down. Their house, their rules.
Don't come crying to me when they slice your gut open.
Captain Matsuo, stand down. We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
Didn't deal with. Kill the song later on.
Get out of here.
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
Weapons detectors, don't mind the alarms.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia. She is here?
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Ananias for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the Administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
We talked about her before. But things change when you're up against something. If it's her or me, who would you shoot?
That's like a bit of an interesting question.
What I said before. Her actions are wrong. If you would feel safer leaving me on the Normandy, I will stay. But I would like to see her. Maybe I can persuade her to come peacefully.
I hope so. I accept your word, Liara. Let's get going.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
Robert Krogan stealing, yeah, he did betray us.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
The managers warned us about you.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
I won't carry anything if I don't know what it is.
This one must be discreet. Rest assured, the contents pose no threat to anyone within this port.
I want to know where this package is going.
This one's customer prefers to remain anonymous.
I'd be stupid to do this without knowing I'm not equipping my own enemies.
Your words are not unreasonable. The customer is the Krogan called Inamorda. That one is a bounty hunter of some repute, and quick to anger. You understand this one's urgency. That other grows restless from the delay.
Maybe later. Right now, I need supplies.
Of course. This one apologizes for inconveniencing you.
Let's see. Cadence, 4 guns. Rocket. Buy the licenses. Do that at least. These are better. No, it's actually worse.
Has the other this one. That is not inaccurate.
I'm supposed to uphold the law, not break.
This one understands. The offer shall remain open. It truly needs the help.
Could I buy something?
Of course. This one
Nah. But we're not doing that, bro.
The managers warned us about you, Spectre.
You're so
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking to you.
Respect to that.
How can I help you?
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Elanus also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media. Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
I'd like to speak to Annaleus.
One moment, please. Mr. Annaleus?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
Come in.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain spaceborne vagabonds.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Venezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
You let Asari who can kill you with their brains run around, but give us flack about guns?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She is here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
Opold wants me to smuggle a package through security.
I need more than your word to act on that. Bring me whatever he's smuggling, and I'll act accordingly.
So you'll arrest him?
No one here is fond of trials. They make shareholders nervous. More likely, we would simply let him go. Of course, he would be blacklisted by the companies here.
What will you do for me in return?
I would compensate you. The precise amount in credits depends on the severity of Opold's crime.
I'll look into it and get back to you.
I appreciate your report.
I'm leaving.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
So it would seem.
There's
We
always
need an alternative.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Analaeus.
Tell me about the companies that work.
Okay, what
Over
are you doing about
250
this?
high-tech firms rent our labs.
You said I should talk to Lorik Keen?
Mr. Analaeus isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. Keen spends his days at the hotel since his office...
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
So we should take. So we should take that thing from the Hana and look up. Question is, maybe this is. I wonder if this is considered pretty good.
Tell me about the job.
This one has procured a special item. That is not...
I have no problem.
Is there anything else this one might help?
I'm just browsing.
This one awaits your return.
Did that actually give us any renegade something in that? Probably. See if this gives us a renegade, see if we give it to him.
I presume you are here to present me with Opold's package.
I don't have
Then
it
why
yet.
are you bothering me?
Oh, so actually I have to
received
collect
a
it.
dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Bro, I picked it up! Strange. Wow.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
What's in it for me?
Money, of course. I would be well paid for this. So would you. 500 credits.
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary Helix obeys all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my acting against them here.
Very well, Spectre. I will be on my way.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
Is it so unusual to see a matriarch?
They rarely venture beyond Asari space. To see such an esteemed figure is surprising. Lady Benezia was also dressed for her role. An Asari in a pinstripe suit set tongues wagging among the younger male employees, so to speak.
Young males have an unhealthy obsession with my species.
Armed commandos were allowed on Novaria?
I don't know if they were disarmed. Of course, one can't confiscate biotic powers. Saren, and by extension, Benezia, is an important person. By that I mean an investor who might sell stock, if denied.
You know why Benezia is here?
She claimed to be Saren's assistant, here to get a certain project back on track. I suspect she meant Peak 15.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
Are you Lorik Keen? I've heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Why didn't Analeus cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Novaria are free to come and go as they will.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Analeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
We'll see about that part.
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention down. Can I help you? Write them down on bin strip.
Should we go speak to that guy? No, because we didn't trigger that quest. No. Wait, did I not pick up that? My guy.
Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me. I'm on the very end.
What do you want?
I've heard Opal has something for you.
Like I care that you know? You his courier or something?
Yes, but I haven't picked up.
Sit down. I'm paying the Hanar more than I want. I'll bet he's paying you less than you want. Sell it to me directly.
I'll consider your offer.
Make the right decision.
Really? Description too low? No. I swear I picked it up from him. I must have not picked it up. That's strange. I thought I picked it up. Well, today's error day, isn't it? Today I'm just making a lot of errors. Anyway, I think we need to go back to it anyway. Yeah, we need to go back to his office. Yeah. I swear I picked up.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
I'm just browsing right now.
This one awaits your...
So I might find the package. Let's see. This is over here. Isn't it? Who has the package? It tells us. Oh, it's in the Normandy? It's outside in the Normandy? Okay. That's why you don't skip dialogue. Why you don't skip dialogue. Where it is. Yeah, that's slowly at the entrance. So I guess I'll pick what the power gun option is. Since we're doing power gun. It's a bit of a good spawn location. It'd be nice if we just gave us those instead of having to run all the way back to the entrance. Now we decide who I give it to. Do I give it to the asshole of the CEO boss? Do I give it to the Hana or do I give it to the Krogan? Who would be worst case scenario? So the Krogan sounds shady. This guy, entirely sure. The boss, the CEO would probably pay us the most amount. But he also sounds like a shady. They all sound bad, to be honest. All three of them. Moving gift or...
How can I help you?
No.
Nothing right now.
Very well.
I presume you are here to present me with Opold's package.
Yes, I have it with me.
I am no weapons expert, but it seems to me that this is a rather advanced device. Certainly contraband. It would have been unfortunate if this had reached its buyer.
How thankful are you?
I am willing to give you 200 credits and a pass to leave Hanshan. Not without an understanding between us, of course. You can only go to Peak 15 to speak to Lady Benezia. If you cause trouble or if the staff asks you to leave, you will be thrown off-world.
You know, that's a dangerous weapon. It shouldn't be left unsecured. I should impound it.
Of course. That makes perfect sense. I wouldn't know what to do with it anyway. It would be best if you kept it. If there is nothing else, I would like to go back to work.
Lorik Keene wants me to break into his own office. He says you're corrupt.
Indeed. Surely you can see his story as a lie to cover his own crimes.
You have any proof of that?
I will soon enough. My security teams are seeing to the matter. As a small item of note, Mr. Keene has hidden away certain records that would greatly aid my investigation. If you happen to recover them, I would be in your debt. You understand me?
I'm leaving.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Nice. So just give it to him and say, nah, I'm keeping it for myself. 200 credits. Fucking rip off, man. Krogan probably would have gave us 1,000. But then we can't keep the weapon, I suppose, so we gave the other people. I guess I'll go to you first.
Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for my ego's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Annihilus, and the matriarch came through.
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
What was that about Synthetic Insights?
Scuttlebutt says Lorik Keene was on the take. So Annihilus shut down SI's offices. Quiet like, so no off-world lawyers come in on it.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
That's just a guy to talk to. Okay. That's it. I know I'm doing a lot of saving here, but stop it.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Lorik Keene gave me a pass in.
Keene? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
Annihilus is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Annihilus has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Yeah, no problem. Too bad the rest of the security frickin' still wants me dead. Real heavy armor, but broken. More shotguns. Got a lot of stuff. Guns lethal. Yeah, definitely probably the best AR in the game. They literally two-shots them. Which is great. Let's get it. Okay. So with that dropping heavy armor. Okay. So we'll deal limit again. I'm not always reaching that limit. How much stuff we can carry. Let's have a little look then. I got to scrap a bunch of stuff then. Once again. We're always too close to the fucking damn limit. So I'll scrap all Mark 3s. That saves them space. No, do not equip that. I don't use shotguns to be honest. Because my guy doesn't specialise in shotguns. Guess we did best pistol over here as well. Got all this. Still got Mark 1 more. Got a lot of armory now. That's all. Put that on real quick. That's a good cycle by the way. The Mark 4's over here. Got nobody needs. Armory tools. Get rid of the Mark. These are actually almost the one I got. Yep. These are all just, are these just all the same? Scrap through these. And armor, let's see. Armor. Scrap all the bad armor. That'll give us back some slots. Yeah. Okay. So we go back to description tutorial. It seems like we got company.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
You have me at a disadvantage, miss.
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Annaleus would throw you off world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're breaking the law for bribe money. You know what we do to dirty cops on my world?
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun.
Fucking corrupted. You know what? I was trying to be nice. You don't want to fight. Ah, hi. You're dead. Yeah, no, cop killers, you know what? I'll take people that kill cops over frickin' dirty police. I mean, criminals are really, really bad, but corrupted police, they're worse. They're worse. They're probably the worst type of. Because their duties to protect. Obviously, do good stuff on it, but nope, 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 nope. I would say that. I'd actually say that. Corrupted cops are. At least the like mobs, mafias, gangs, all that type of shit. They do horrible stuff, but at least, don't know. At least they're part of that group. I like corrupted freaking individual cops and police and all that, because they're supposed to serve society and all that, but nope. So I would say they're worse. Okay, so we gotta go back to that guy.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Ananias' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Hey. Well, at least I didn't want to kill me in the first place. I had a right to self-defense.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits. Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Ananias' guilt in one package.
Why don't you ask Keen directly?
I'm Ananias' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
I thought corruption was the rule on Novaria.
The rule is, don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Ananias is driving customers away.
I'd like to help you, Miss Parasini, but I need Keen's garage pass. It's vital to my mission.
Yes, yes. Fate of billions and all that. I couldn't possibly understand how important your work is.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
What's happening up on Peak 15?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
Oh, okay.
Do you know why the matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
Do you know what you had in the crates?
No idea. The commandos wouldn't let anyone near them. They seemed heavy, though.
All right, I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it? I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion.
You might end up a hero. My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
If these executives don't blame Analeus for provoking this, they're fools. You should eat them.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Yeah. I don't like betraying people either, but... corruption is corruption. You know, I can't get I still can't get my charm up, which is a wee bit weird. Even though I'm picking all the Paragon options, maybe it's level up potentially as well. I think it's a lot easier to get intimidation up.
Someone murdered our people in the Synthetic Insights office. Wonder who could have done that.
Yeah, I wonder too. You have to take on the whole security just so we would try and mess with me, dude.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
Doesn't this help you? You don't seem particularly happy.
I'm ecstatic, but right now, I just feel like a long day of work is ending. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
Well, the guy kind of deserved it anyway. That's hilarious. He was a bit of a dickhead, let's be honest. Right. So now we have the pass, right? No missions, that's right. Level we actually top 20. No bad. Level 20. So this game has 30 levels if you do the Legendary Edition leveling system. If you do the classic leveling system, I think it's 60. It's got anything else to say?
I heard the administrator's been arrested. Any chance you had something to do with that?
He was corrupt.
Most people here are. I wish you could take them all down. So what can I do for you today?
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
That guy's decent.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Okay. Again.
So that's what the Asari had in the crates.
Yep.
What are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out. What did you do here, Commander?
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
The Asari bitch came with a bunch of cargo. They were probably packed in those.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia-sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen? 100?
Dozens, at least. They're machines. You could pack them tightly. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Do that. Well, your scanners fucking suck. Then did you not see them? I mean, I guess they did pack up like they're fucking balls or something. But I mean, did you not still find something like that a bit suspicious? Okay, so here we go. Bro, we took a bunch of damage from the tail crash. Oh, there we go. Straight on. Yep, just straight on. All straight to go. Company around here. There's something down there. Rubbies. It's kind of weird in the missions why they always show introduction to these things every time in the main mission. I guess because technically you can do the main missions in any order in this game. Good to know that's an in-game cutscene though, so it heals your health. Wow. Wait, what? 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 Oh, Bioaware, that's funny. That's a good one, Bioaware. That's a nice trick. That is a weird fucking glitch, I'll say that. I've never seen that happen before. The vehicle just fucking disappears. That's a new one. That's a weird glitch. Never encountered that glitch before. Whatever. These sort of saves are quite generous in this game as well. At times. Though I'd imagine if you I imagine auto-saves would not be reliable though. Got combat somewhere. So I like manual saving. If I can manual save in the game, I'm gonna manual save. Probably have quite a safe keybind in this. I think I just have a habit of having games that just crash. Older games, so I just have a bad habit of constantly saving. It's a good habit, I suppose. Most of it's the hardest time. Every time I kill an enemy, I probably save it. Just to be the safe side. I will completely save that speed. No, not like to save. This is easily the best assault. I think this is easily the best assault rifle in the game. I wish it was automatic, not semi. But literally it's kind of cool. I'm one shot and I throw a guy in the head.
Alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
We will need to get the reactors back online.
Systems.
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much.
Everybody gets. That's why. They don't want everybody to escape. I wonder if we'll complete. We might complete this mission potentially. So I've got like another hour and hour and 40 minutes. We might complete this act outright. Good, because I'm not the biggest fan of this mission.
What was that?
Probably debris. Don't have a panic attack. I'll protect you.
It's whatever the hell that is. Alright, spoiler, we actually encountered these earlier in the game. Then we were meant to encounter them to get to the certain side quest.
What were those?
Someone on this mountain does.
Rocky Bay. Rex, I prefer to use the shotgun to be honest. Actually, I need to get Rex up here, assault rifle. Just realised that. He's using a fucking level 1 assault rifle. He's using a level 1 fucking assault rifle. Take that, bro. Much better gun. I'll give you a good shotgun as well while you're at it. Sure. That's a really good assault rifle. You know what, Rex? No? Take that backwards. I want that assault rifle. Why am I not using that assault rifle? Wait, so I'm not even using the best gun? Wow! That's funny. That's actually kind of funny. You know what, Rex? You can have the assault rifle. There you go. Should at least a bit more on. The game's set off. There we go. So it's using better. Wow, that's kind of funny. So I didn't even have the best AR in the game on. Wow. So I actually got a better gun. Wow. Okay, we're going to be, and it's full auto as well. Jeez, we're going to be absolutely wrecking everything. We're going to be overpowered. Alright, it's going to be OP. We don't know what power went this. 12 hours, wow. This game's about 20 hours. I don't know. Why it should.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
Yeah, the power's off. Okay. So the manual, you can do the manual repair, right? But that's actually, you gotta do like a complicated puzzle. But since I got so much Omni Gem, I can just skip it. I can already skip the puzzle. It's actually quite an annoying puzzle to do as well.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed to sleep.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
What are the landlines, and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation tube breached. Tram shut down. Landline to Hot Labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
What sort of contaminants escaped?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level
The creatures we've encountered here, did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a database program.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Okay.
User alert. Main reactor
So we need to fix the place up.
shut down in accordance
Okay.
with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
So we get activate everything again, I take it. Yep. One thing here. Yeah, I was gonna say there was double shot. Okay. Should get a lot out of that. Still can't get my channel up, seriously. Okay, so that's how it's done.
User alert. Connections restored. Processing new data.
That's all I need right now.
Very well,
Don't want to
Commander.
add that.
Logging you out.
Okay, so we go all the way back down. Then we can activate the hot labs. Something being reactor, whatever it's called. Then we should get the traps. Yeah, we're gonna complete this today. Not the game, but we're gonna complete this part of the game today. I have 2 more streams after this. We might actually complete the game potentially. Depends how fast we do this today. Not really a rush, but yeah, that's fine. It's 3 Mass Effect games. 1 is the shortest, 3's the longest.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Might get an ultimate playlist where I just put all the games of a certain franchise in them.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment
I need to
procedures.
create a playlist. so
Manual
I can put it
restart
in the channel.
required.
It's only a playlist for really games like the last 6 months. I need to create a playlist for every game I've done on the channel, like 2022, 2021. So for some of my 2021 playthroughs, I want to do an update. I'll probably do an update next year. Some of my 2021 playlists.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Sure. They should have just made it where you can carry infinite items in this game, I think. User
Because
alert.
300
Main reactor shut down in accordance with
is
emergency
really high,
containment
so they
procedures.
should.
Manual restart required.
300 carry limits already unrealistic, so they should have just made the carry limit eliminated. Like carrying 300 weapons don't make sense enough. Right, so that's the fuel line fixed. So now we should be able to get the trams. I wish the armor did make more damage in this game, like it did more things than just affect your movement speed and your protection. Like heavy armor would make you more of a tank. Light armor you run all, I don't know, like double jump or something, that would be kinda cool. The medium's just medium. Kind of see why they removed the light, medium, and heavy armor system and the other new. It's kind of pointless. Thank you, it.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
They're locked in.
Solid. You just bombed them? Well, that's kind of cool.
Control room, losing them. They're in. Can't escape. Out the tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Get out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here.
Among my people, a suicide's body would be left for scavengers. The Nathak will get to him eventually.
Yes.
Online, connected to subsidiary facilities. How may I
Tell me what
assist?
happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query. Very well,
Yeah.
Commander. Logging you out.
Jesus, so much damage. How would I kill?
All patched up.
My name is Commander Shepard, and I have no stamina.
Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station.
We have enough time to actually do the big massive mission in today's stream potentially. We'll see. Maybe not.
Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Maybe. I don't know. So it is. We're doing the next stream regardless. Which will be on Friday for this game. Of course, the Sasquatch Rogue, the obscure Sasquatch Rogue stream. We're going to start doing some story missions because we didn't do a single story mission last stream, which was kind of crazy. But anyway, chat. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm going to the toilet. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. Right back. I know ever since I came like a variety streamer, where I stream like, I've always been a variety streamer, but when I stream like multiple games at the same time, I've noticed that YouTube just doesn't recommend my live streams at all. They recommend it as a video to some people, but it becomes a video, but when it's a live stream, nope, nobody will get notified at all. Absolutely, nobody will. Or a single person. Godless. Especially randoms. Not randoms, but people that are not subscribed.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work a train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, You're human, and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name is Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. First we knew the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable. If something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Easy.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
I'd kill for a P2. Down the trigger and zap. All the way for the flash-boiled bones.
That doesn't check that thing again. Save it a bit over here. Let's break into the weapon lockers. Felt like breaking no laws doing this, are we now? There we go. So many weapons in this game. I feel like they were meant to make this game like an RPG kind of game, but
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went.
What?
You're a member of the science teams?
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
That's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
You seem less upset at this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Ialis from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
Did I interrupt something?
I was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to be inattention.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me, and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
That's all for now.
You seem like you're hiding something.
I will return to my meditations.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Furtively, I am concerned about the state of our guards. Many have been awake for days. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
It's a wee bit unfortunate for you, bro, ain't it? You lose money, your business ain't working. Yeah, man, these guys are really good. Yeah, it's really expensive though. They are licenses though. Buy these licenses. Okay. You see your stock's that bad, you still got these amount of items.
What? No! Sorry, I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Is there something you need?
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing, I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ialis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Yes. So we got a bunch of hostiles over there. Where the bed be?
Hang on. What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
And I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Forest B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Do you imagine that distinction makes this ethical?
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
There's a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons, Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. I've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm a doctor, but not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology.
I'm a doctor, but not the doctor.
We had a medic, Dr. Salah, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just
Talk
be
to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Okay, so we need to collect 7. So I think we're going to go back to the Captain Keys. Captain Keys, that's the wrong show with you lads. Right. Yeah, we're going back to the Captain. I don't know why it keeps putting away from it, but it just does. Yeah. That's the quarantine lab. So.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra Medigel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
Yep.
So...
You and me both.
So where is that guard located to go into that place? That's back to the trams. I think it's probably the quarantine lab. Quarantine. Yep.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
The Rachni! That was like the HTBC did, a massive warlord. A bunch of bugs. But that's my fine real life. It's like something.
You're not part of the crew.
I have Ventralis's permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Baby armor, the wish to be armor culture. I don't get that. I get it. Oh, wait.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
We'll see about that, bitch.
What happened to Ventralis's man?
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my
So you
way.
tell me.
I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
Oh, yeah, wait. Fucking do you was suspicious. Do she was suspicious to take after? She's like, I don't know. Fucking acting like she didn't know. I'm like, yeah, it seems a bit suspicious. Fucking I could tell. So I think this is where we're gonna go for the mission. Here. This is mainly it's right.
They came out of there.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Benezia brought them with her.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I'll be leaving now.
Alright, so we'll go back. This is crazy. How did all these planets have oxygen? I don't know. I don't know how it's said that we go.
Is that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall, she just tried to kill us.
Alestia? That's That's unbelievable. Well, I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
That's right.
Let me guess. Saren the Spectre.
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough. That... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives. Do you know that?
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventralis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
So just gave me the berry packs already. Wow, 24 Paragon? That's pretty good. And we can get Charmer. Whatever gets level up. We should hopefully soon level up. So let's see. So we probably want to go to, that's the start. Quarantine lab, right? Don't we need to want to go to the, you know, oh well. So, a game crash here. So they're not gonna let us in there. Right. So here's what we'll do, We'll go back to the start, we'll go into the hot lap through that method. So I don't want to start shooting all these people. Because if it's shade shooting, if we go on this... We go to the stretch of the area, all the guards might start shooting here. And I want to do this thing first. Of course, there we go. Yep, get there.
Are you here to secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
Wait. Is there an Asari matriarch here?
Asari? I have not seen one.
She is safe then, at Rift Station.
This is not important. You must be listening. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Ragni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Ragni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Ragni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes? Mother always say I would meet a bad end.
Why did you just sit there when you want to, get up, get out, talk to other people?
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
I need information on the neutron purge.
The neutron purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
What exactly does this thing do?
The purge is a neutron burst weapon. 2 volumes of fissionable materials are brought together to form a critical mass. Most of the energy is released in the form of high-speed neutrons. This radiation is instantly lethal to any known form of life within 500 meters.
We would be wise to avoid touching any controls without reading the instructions.
That is advisable for all systems within this facility.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive
The guy who
officer
stopped.
of Binary Helix.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
Okay. Yep.
I am feeling not so well.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira the start.
Very deep. Very cool. Boy, I did say he was gonna die. He was not joking.
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875-020-079. Code Omega. Local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Okay, here's 2 minutes. I'm still reading. Like a frozen egg on the map. There we go, I got that. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that's that stuff. That's a side quest. Mission, but yeah, you may as well do it. You may as well do it. Oh, this place is dead. I don't like this. this.
I'm sorry about this, Shepard. We've got orders from
Of
Benezia.
course.
Open fire!
I don't know how you guys expect to take on it. Okay, so we did get a level there. Nice, so there we go. Charles March. Probably should start working on armor, to be honest. Start working on pistols so we can unlock armor and so I could have just got them a lot earlier, but no well. I wonder what happens if you do the main quest first, right? If you kill Benezia, would they not open fire? Alright, here we go.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told him about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her.
Oh, really? Marbles are dead. I don't know how it requires powers to open the door. somewhere around here. See, house rules.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
Are you saying he brainwashed you?
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched, patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should... Oh, you should...
Mother! Don't leave! Fight him!
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die!
Oh, really?
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Metagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Mother!
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. no light. They always said there would be a...
Nation's always a scary thing. Brainwashing. Behind you.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all.
This is going to be a fun conversation.
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. You are not in harmony with those who hoped to control us. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
There are acid tanks rigged up on that thing. Set them off. Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
What extinct species?
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
Okay.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No. I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
You could have calmed them if I hadn't set off the purge?
No. Our minds are not as yours. We can only learn to sing in harmony. Without a mother, children are
So that's why they
lost
went
to
killed.
silence. You should not sing of them in gray and violet. We would have stilled them ourselves.
Okay.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
Alright, chat. So, I'm not going to kill them. And I'm going to tell you right now why. This is obviously a spoiler for Mass Effect 3 if you've never seen Mass Effect 3. But if you kill them in this game, in Mass Effect 3 you'll encounter them again. Obviously this is a big spoiler by the time we get to Mass Effect 3. But the game is old, so not old, but it's like 11 years old. The original Mass Effect 3 is, and if you played the Legendary Edition, it's 2 years old as well. But pretty much if you kill the Rat-kind Queen here, they come back in Mass Effect 3. Now in Mass Effect 3 you have two options again. You can kill them again in Mass Effect 3, or you can let them live in Mass Effect 3. Now if I kill them now, and I kill and keep them alive in Mass Effect 3, they actually betray you. But if I keep them alive now, then I keep them alive in Mass Effect 3, you still get the best. So, I'm not killing.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
Are you stupid? Your people didn't fight these bastards, so maybe you don't get it.
Are we any better if we kill them all?
Do what you want. My people will clean up this mess later, just like we did for the Solarians.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Great. Bugs are writing songs about you. Mark my words, you'll regret this.
Maybe. I actually choose to not kill him the first time I played the game anyway. Kills the cycle. It kills the cycle, unfortunately. No, unfortunately, I mean, if there was an insect that race that enhanced in real life, not really sure what I would do. I hate insects, I hate bugs, but I don't know what I would do actually. Be honest, I don't know. But still, it's... You can't kill an entire species, you don't know, it doesn't work like that. Like, imagine this, I hate insects in real life, right, but I hate insects and I wish they would die off of that, but if we kill all insects, then the certain other creatures wouldn't have anything to eat. So then, it would kill more other creatures. So the cycle. So it's kind of a lost situation regardless. Things effectively back. Wait, these are locked. I have to walk all the way back. I have to walk. I guess we can. Kind of weird the places all got locked. If we said Canada, we probably would have had to later on. Not really sure how that works. I don't think the quest structure's that complicated though. Oh, that skips us.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Let's see the case.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
That guy's an asshole. See that guy? See if I killed them all, they'd all be complaining. He'd be complaining this way. He'd be like, "How dare you kill them all?" See that? Fucking council are a bunch of jerks and massive everyone. They'd be like, "You're a genocide murderer," or some crap like that they said. Kinda cool you can say no to the council and never talk to them.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
I haven't heard anything about Kinetics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record? If we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
Fair enough.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Probably should have did give us an option to contact them. The Council. Don't know what the Council would have done. I don't know what the Council would have done.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control, and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful, and now she is gone.
Are you going to be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
150?
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species.
Okay, we can reach
After
100.
spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
How could you and I have a relationship? We're not even the same species.
Asari and humans are physiologically compatible in most ways, Commander. Of course, a relationship must involve more than mere physical contact. There must also be an emotional and spiritual connection between us. Our species may be different, but there are many things we could share. But none of this matters if you are already involved in a serious relationship with Chief Williams.
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
These things never make sense. They just happen, and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
Don't tell me a little danger puts you off.
This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Yes, you get that option. You can also... so you only get two options as male Shepard in Mass Effect 1. You can love her, or you can do Ashley. And Ashley's... in Mass Effect 1 and 2's... I mean, she's only in one part of 2, but she's not a really good written character. Until but Mass Effect 3 they do make up for the mistakes of Mass Effect 1 and 2. You understand why she doesn't like humans.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay, so has he got anything more? Ooh, that's actually quite good. I hate why it compares it to Bioaware though, because I can't wear that. She's kind of dumb. Not a bad pistol. Not bad, not bad, not bad. That top pistol's decent. But I don't think it's worth 2 billion. Oh, fab. So that's just the exact same stats. I think we have got the best story for the investment. That's heavy armor, a bit light armor. Yeah, light armor's worse. Sniper rifle. Yeah, so this is all the junk stuff. You need upgrade, we'll buy that through stuff. Okay.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatened? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies, then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but letting him get away like that. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
That's a tough choice.
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
Who has it?
Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Taun Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
So long, Rex.
Interesting. So we got a question from him and a second question.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Commander. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to T'Soni about her mom.
We just did.
She has to be hurting. Just saying, Commander.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
Of course not, sir. Fraternization is against regulations. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kinda nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand-to-hand.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol.
Okay, we already know this.
They do great things to her figure, though.
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
He missed?
When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Nope.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Good for her. I don't care what you believe in now. Believe in whatever you want. As long as it isn't a threat. Or a bomb. I'm not really a religious person myself, personally.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Okay.
I'll take it in the comm room.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in.
Is it the Ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
So then we gotta do the Council.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Interesting. Vermeer. So there's no time limit to go to this planet. I'm pretty sure Mass Effect 1. Like, there's a certain mission towards the end of Mass Effect 2. You don't have to, but it's if you want to get the better ending. Suffice you go to it pretty early. So, we've actually got a few missions here. So there may be a side mission or two, that'll probably be today's stream. I think that will be today's stream actually. Probably, yeah, start like the next 15 minutes. That'll be yesterday. Then it will free hours. Yeah. And tomorrow, of course, we'll be doing Assassin's Creed Rogue, which will be a 2-hour stream. I've got to do stuff.
Message coming in.
No shit.
Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad
Well, we're
you're
going to be doing a lot of
here.
side quests tomorrow.
We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
So if I shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth lead out.
Maybe I should do this and save Rex's armor for the next stream. Disappointed that he says we're in that district and it's over there. I don't know. But I'm not gonna bother going there then. I'll do Rex's. Got a lot of missions to do. I don't think it matters how long it takes you to get to team. I don't think there's a time limit in this game. So we're bringing Rex. We'll bring Charlie. No. Let's have a look. I should have already talked about it. I should have already talked to the Korean. That's fine. Alright. So we just go straight to the mission. I guess we'll... Okay. It is type of weather. It's definitely the right way, aye? Yeah, it's really close to the objective for some reason. We're really far away from this one. Maybe I'll do some of it normally self-stream. Definitely. Oh my god. Oh, this is not present. Real this? No. Does not look man-made. Like if you do all this boring, not stuff, but if you do this all the not interesting stuff, like collect all this type of stuff in the game, it only affects the review score and like, not review score, but the combat score. Mass Effect 3, I think by 5 points, which is absolutely nothing. Still cool to get, but not that essential. Because I don't actually. Yeah, it's just that's kind of pointless to be honest, but it's whatever. Also, Mass Effect 1's the only game in the whole trilogy where you can't once you complete the game, you can't do free mode. At all. It's the only game in the trilogy. Like Mass Effect 2, you complete the game continues. Mass Effect 3 puts you before the final mission. Or the second last mission, I should say. You do get a little bit of time with Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 2, you can do stuff after you complete the game. But for some reason, in Mass Effect 1, when you complete the game just ends. You can't do any, you can't do anything. This is the final shape point of the game.
This is the place. My armor's here somewhere.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Probably upstairs, ain't it?
You lead. I'll follow.
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap, but at least I've got it back.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
I'm right here.
Yeah, it's a cool gun for you. You're gonna need the limit again? Seriously? I'm always reaching this limit. I wanna see this armor for Rex, is any good? So that. Not bad. Good stats, I'll give it that. Right, so we got more weapons we gotta get rid of real quick. Freaking always reaches the fucking limit, man. I'm always reaching that damn limit. They'll give you enough inventory slots in this game. They do, they give you too much, bro. They should just give you infinite. Because it's unrealistic carrying 300 items in your inventory anyway, like 300 weapons. That is unrealistic anyway, so they should have just made it infinite. I think personally. Because everybody's forced to be done. Yes, we can give him. Be honest, we're going to grab the map once. Yeah. No, I don't know. Scrap them now. So keep Mark 6 and above now. The next time we get full, if we do get full, we'll start scrapping the Mark 6s and 7s. I can get items go up to Mark 10 in this. That's a bit. Or 9. I'm not, to be honest, chat, I'm not the best at rolling new rooms. They might be higher. I'm not really. I know for a fact I picked that item. Yeah, it's kind of glitchy side missions. Like, you do the objective, yeah, it still says, oh, you get something else to do here, but you don't actually. Right. We'll talk to Rex, talk to Tally. We actually forgot about it earlier. I just remember Tally in Mass Effect 1 does not have a lot of dialogue. So character actually grows a lot better in the second and third game. A lot better. Mass Effect 2 and 3. Which, once again, the second we complete Mass Effect 1, we'll be going on to Mass Effect 2. Since these games are that linked to each other. I will not be taking a few months breaks like you usually would.
Shepard?
You must have family other than your father.
No. Now that I have my family's armor again, there's nothing left for me.
So long, Rex.
He's got nothing else to say. He's got nothing else to say. What about you, Ellie?
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Yeah.
I should go.
See you later.
You can see, like, yeah. Barely any dialogue at all. Barely any dialogue at all. Was a pretty sure Mass Effect 1 Charlie's like a child. Yeah, we don't really know what each of the characters are. Right. But there's no time limit for these missions, luckily. I know Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, there is actually time limits. I'm pretty sure there's no time limit for Vermeer. I mean, if there is a time limit for Vermeer, I mean, so terrible. We only would lose one Solarian squad. Which is quite a good Solarian squad, to be honest. But anyway, that's going to be us done today. So we went on for about 3 hours, 5 minutes to be exact. So tomorrow we'll be continuing our playthrough of Assassin's Creed Rogue. Of course, it won't be as long today as today's stream. It'll be 2 hours because it's the first day. I got to do stuff on Thursday. After I've done the streaming, that so it'll be 2 hours stream. Then on Friday we'll be back again with Mass Effect 1. So I think next stream what will happen is we'll complete. I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking, chat. I think it's going to be 3 streams left. It's going to be 3 streams left. So I think tomorrow's stream we'll do all those side quests and we'll complete Vermeer. That might be 3 hours potentially. Might not be, especially if we get more side quests. If we don't, we might able to complete the other planet as well. Potentially, I don't know. That'll be 2 or 3 streams. That's what I reckon we've got left on this playthrough. So probably sometime next week or the week after we'll be starting to play through Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 is about 30 hours long. The Mass Effect 2 is a bit longer. The Mass Effect 3 is about 40-ish hours long. So the first game is shortest in the whole trilogy. But we'll see that when the time comes. But we should get these games completed towards the end of all 3 games. Probably towards the end of summer. That's what I'm thinking. Mid to late summer, maybe. Maybe later. Depends. Really depends. Just 30 hours would be about 10 streams. If I'm doing 3 hours per stream. That's a lot. Maybe actually up top. So, I don't know. We'll worry about it when the time comes. We'll worry about it when the time comes. The worst comes to the worst, I'll start doing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, chat, I will see you all next time. Peace out and bye. These are the mods I'm using. I'm not sure about